Hey folks, how's it going? I'm out here at the green Isuzu, the 76 I just bought recently. I'm doing a little work on it, making some preparations to try to fire this thing up. So I thought I'd show you a few interesting things I discovered. This is a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder. It's basically real close relation to this diesel engine. It's got here looking. This thing still has the original air pump on it. Apparently works. The belt was. It does turn. It's got all this dirt all over the engine, but look how well it's preserved the paint. I don't know if you can see that on this valve cover. Isn't that amazing? And I was out here looking around. I noticed I couldn't get the fan to turn. Somebody loosened the alternator up, got the belt loose on it, and it turned out one of the, you hear that down there, the water pump, I see how it's wiggling. Apparently the water pump's bad on it, so it got one of the fan blades somehow managed to get caught under the shroud or whatever at the bottom of the radiator down there and locked it up. So that was a simple fix. Well, it's not really simple. I still have to put a water pump on it, provided it does run. But, the main thing I was doing though was I've been out tinkering with this carburetor, just looking at it, you know, checking it out and everything, because actually I wouldn't have if I hadn't been, I was moving these fuel lines. This is the supply line going in from the filter, and it felt kind of loosey-goosey, you know. I thought, well, I better check that out and see what's up, because I don't need to be leaking fuel everywhere. So I got into this a little bit and took this carburetor apart, and it's kind of a fascinating carburetor. It's a Nikki, N-I-K-K-I. Of course, that's obviously Asian, but I thought I'd show you some of the little details of this. I started putting it back together, but I had the everything, the needle and seat and everything out of it. This that you're looking at, this is the seat assembly. It screws down into the bottom of the top of the carburetor, and then it's got that thing there. Whoops, knocked my little thing out there. That's the cap that bolts down and holds that all together once you put that little banjo fitting over it. And it's got like a little, so you can see, get my finger out of the way, this fits down over that seat assembly, and it's just a little screen. If I can get it back in, there we go. Just a little miniature, very out of focus screen. There it is. And it just goes down over that, like so. I've been very careful to not break any of this. This is probably very hard to find anymore. But the real neat thing about this carburetor was, I'll try to show this, it's got a float cover on it on the front. It's a 2-barrel carburetor, and if you look in there, you see the float. That's a glass float cover. Now it's probably, you know, not the most safe thing anymore, but it's just held on by, it's neat though. Excuse me. It's held on by the bolt there, and a screw there, screw there, screw there, and it just got the needle sits on the top of it. Real simple. It's kind of like reminds me of a 2GC carburetor, a Rochester, but that way you can see if the carburetor's got gas in it. Clean that glass up so you can see through it, but it actually had gas in it. Not very much, but it's stale stuff. But so anyway, I'm gonna work on these fuel lines a little bit more and get some fresh gas and put in it, and maybe we'll have a video of this thing doing something here, so stay tuned. No, that's not what it looks like it is. That's gas. I'm over here using my handy little electric fuel pump to pump all the old stale yucky gas out of this tank in the car here. And the whole fuel system had gas in it up to the filter, so that's a good thing. I'll show you my little arrangement here. It's real hokey, but it works. It's better than sucking all that crap up into the carburetor again. Said it had about a quarter tank in it, so that's not gonna be a whole lot. See where the tank is in this thing. Ooh, I can hear it doing it. Hear that? See what we hear. I'm gonna take the cap off, might make things work a little better. This cap actually develops a vacuum on it. Ooh. I can hear it just gurgling a little bit. You can tell it's working when you hear the gurgling. So, prime the carburetor, fill the flow bowl up with some good gas. A little bit of my two-sock. Oh, shit. I squeezed the bottle, got knocked over. I put some two-cycle gas in it. That'll kind of, a little oil in it, that'll help get some lubrication down in the cylinders, maybe. Can't hurt it, I don't reckon. Okie dokie. Back at you later.